ठीक है. So the next rule, two or more singular subjects connected by or nor require a singular verb, as no nook or corner was left unexplored. So we are talking about nook or corner, either one of them. That's why we are using was over here. Our happiness or our sorrow is largely due to our own actions. So our happiness, our sorrow, we are talking about either of these. That's why we are choosing is over here. Either the cat or the dog has been here. So we are talking about one of them. That's why we are choosing a singular helping verb. But when one of the subjects joined by or nor is plural, the verb must be plural and the plural subject should be placed nearest the verb. For example, neither the chairman nor the directors are present. So here neither is there, but one of the subject is plural. So that's why we are choosing are over here and we are placing directors close to that as well. Next rule, when the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees with the nearer one, as either he or I am mistaken. So in this case, if I just interchange the sentence, either I or he. So in place of am, I'll be choosing is, because the helping verb and the verb just before that, they have to match with each other. So that is why either he or I am mistaken, or I can say either I or he is mistaken. Neither you nor he is to blame. And if I change it once again, neither he nor you are to blame, like that. But it is better to avoid these constructions because they are not appropriate. We should try to avoid them as much as possible, specifically while writing. He is mistaken, comma, or else I am. So this sentence is a replacement of the first sentence. Either he or I am mistaken. So he is mistaken or else I am. The second sentence, he is not to blame, comma, nor are you. So this sentence, neither you or nor he is to blame. That can be changed and written like this appropriately. Either, neither, each, everyone, many, must be followed by a singular verb. We should always remember that. Let us look at the examples and we will understand. He asked me whether either of the applicants was suitable. So see, there are many applicants over here, but we are talking about any one of them. That's why we are saying either of the applicants was suitable rather than were suitable. Neither of the two men was very strong. So though the word men says it's plural, but we are talking about neither of the two men, none of these actually. Each of these substances is found in India. So each being singular, each is found in India matches over there. Every one of the boys loves to write. So everyone, that means we are talking about all. So it referring to them individually. That's why loves is put over there, not love. Many a man has done so. So has been used to refer to all those men, specifically talking about each one of them. That's why we have put has over there. Many a man does not know his own good deeds. So many a man does not. So does is singular. So these are the examples where we frequently make mistakes while writing, while speaking, or in case we have to identify some mistakes as well. Next rule is about two nouns qualified by each or every, even though connected by and require a singular verb. So let us have a look at one example. Every boy and every girl was given a packet of sweets. So here there are two sentences basically which has been combined over here. Every boy was given a packet of sweets. Every girl was given a packet of sweets. So every boy and every girl, we can't say were, because we are talking about every boy getting it and every girl getting it at the same time. So these rules we must focus while reading in our day-to-day life if we come across some sentences and make sense of the rules which we are discussing over here. The next rule says some nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning, take a singular verb. Now for example, the word news, the news is true. So news, though it has S, it is not plural. It is talking about the information which is the sum total of lot of information put together, and that is called news. So news itself, though has S and talks about n number of things compiled within it, always takes a singular helping verb along with that. Politics was with him the business of his life. So politics, once again we have S over here, but we are choosing helping verb was, which is a singular helping verb. The wages of sin is death. So wages, once again plural, but we have chosen is over here as a helping verb. Mathematics is a branch of study in every school. So mathematics has got S, looks like plural, but in this case we are talking about it as one idea. That's why we are choosing a singular helping verb. Next rule talks about a very specific situation. Pains and means take either the singular or the plural verb. So we need to understand when and why, but the construction must be consistent. For example, great pains have been taken. So we are talking about a series of measures, efforts. So everything is consistent in the sentence. Much pains has been taken. So you can see that in the first sentence we used have been taken, and in the second one much, which is quantifying it. And since it is quantifying it, it is talking about the different stages and different phases. So we have picked up a singular helping verb over here. All possible means have been tried. So all possible ways. So you're talking about each and every way in the process. So the plural verb has been chosen. The means employed by you is sufficient. That means the ways. So in this case, it looks like that we have chosen a particular approach, and that particular approach is going along with a singular helping verb. In the sense of income, the word means always takes a plural verb. So when you are saying means as a source of income, for example, my means were much reduced owing to that heavy loss. So when you do business and you lose something in the process, so the financial implications are there, the monetary implications are there. So in that case we should always use it as a plural subject. His means are ample. So ample, he is talking about his financial aspect. Ample means sufficient in this case. So this can be a very tricky rule. We should be very careful about the way we pick them and the way we choose them. Next rule talks about some nouns which are singular in form but plural in meaning. Take a plural verb. For example, according to the present market rate, 12 dozen cost 100 rupees. So here 12 dozen, so dozen is singular and 12 is giving it a number. But if you put them together, that becomes plural. That's why we are taking the plural verb cost over here, not costs in this case. The next rule is about a collective noun. A collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought of as one whole. Plural verb when the individuals of which it is composed are thought of. For example, I hope all of you know what is a collective noun. For example, bunch. So when you say bunch of keys, so here bunch represents lot of keys within. So collective noun is a word which talks about multiple things explained by a particular word as a collection. So here in the first sentence, the committee has issued its report. So the committee which comprises of many people, but here the committee has issued one report based on whatever we have done. So we are taking it as a singular idea. That's why we have used has over here. The committee are divided on one minor point. Now the moment there is a disagreement, so disagreement means some people are having a particular point of view and some people different point of view. That's why it is being taken as all the members who are involved, and we are using are over here as the plural helping verb, because division means there are people who are against each other's viewpoint. But we must be consistent. Thus we should say the committee has appended a note to its report, not there. So here in that case, once again the committee has done something together, collectively. That's why we are using its over here. Next rule talks about when the plural noun is a proper name for some single object or some collective unit, it must be followed by a singular verb. As, look at this example, the Arabian Nights is the name of a book, so we take it as one idea, is still a great favorite. The United States has a big navy, so we are using United States as one idea. Plutarch lives in an interesting book.